Welcome to the London Outlook for Friday, the 9th of February 2024. Starting off with the economic calendar, as you can see, there are no red folder news events for the day, and thus this makes our trading quite simple. However, the technical analysis perspective, it is quite challenging to navigate, and I'll go through that now. So starting on the 4-hour, what we do know is that we do have this confirmed bearish market structure. So the pro trend confirmed move will be to trade to the short side. However, in terms of what has recently happened, we had this body break right here, which validated the pullback phase, creating this 4H pullback phase primary leg. And then in addition to that, while we didn't have a reaction to a 4H OB that was unmitigated to the left, what we did have is actually a body break of this chalk pro trend, this chalk PBOB, which I should probably mark out here. So there's a pullback phase OB associated with this pullback phase primary leg, and what we can see is that it didn't hold, it actually failed, and as a result of that we validated a pro trend primary leg on the 4-hour, which enables us to now short to the downside on the assumption that we're going to take out the external range liquidity. Having said all of that, what does it mean for our 15 or 5-minute trading? I'm using the 5-minute because of the reasons to monitor both sides of the legs. So essentially what we had yesterday is we reacted to this pullback phase primary window of imbalance, which generated this pullback phase secondary leg. However, because we have reasons to trade both directions, we then reacted to this pro trend primary leg, and as a result of that we built this pro trend secondary leg. Now we have two secondary legs to be aware of. Since the pro trend secondary leg is the latest secondary leg and is the latest information, we'll favor this over the pullback phase secondary leg, essentially meaning that any longs are invalid until we actually extend the pullback phase secondary leg or reset it down here, which then means for the London session for today, we purely have reason to short until either we body break this level right here and confirm that the pullback phase secondary leg is being extended, or alternatively we reset it right here, which would mean that the London session would move in the short direction. Just quickly from a daily perspective, what we can see is that there's no daily consecutive bias, as we had two bullish candles, but yesterday was a bearish candle which reset any potential highly probable scenarios for a bearish day and a sell bias only. So we have reasons to trade both directions, but like I said, from a 5-minute perspective, the latest leg is this pro trend secondary leg associated with this pro trend primary leg, and since there's only reason to trade to the short side, that's precisely what we'll do. In terms of this pro trend secondary leg, it was created in the previous day, so it's currently anchored to the previous high of the day and the extreme associated with the leg. In terms of the entry that I have right here, essentially I'm waiting for us to get quite close to the Frankfurt session to see if we can actually enter based on this previous high and low of the day. And the reason why this entry is valid is because if you see, this was the last valid POI that broke structure right here, and then this reaction to the POI didn't actually break any structure, which means there's this unmitigated portion which we can trade from, and it's situated right at the border of the Asia range, which enables us to take short positions. However, once we do body break this level and validate a new POI, then our only option for actually, we can still trade, our options for trading based on a previous day high low of the day is essentially eliminated, because at that point we would have built a new POI right here, which would mean that above the Asia range there is actually no valid POIs to trade from, as everything has been efficiently mitigated. So this trade would be invalid. However, once Frankfurt validates the Asia range high is likely to hold, we will have this valid entry right here to consider trading from. Alternatively, there may be some S&D flips that we can consider, from which we can try and find a valid fib to trade from. So that's a couple of considerations to take into account. Just to summarize the London outlook, I'm primarily focusing on shorts, at least until we body break this level, in which case I'll consider both longs and shorts. based on the pullback phase or the primary pro trend leg. Other than that, I hope you have a good London session, and we'll chat again for the end of day review. For the New York session.